we've got some training footage of Honorio from a couple of years ago when he was still living in Rio de Janeiro, now based in the Middle East. And for a guy of his size and his shape, he is incredibly athletic.
Yep.
The guy deadlifts 500 pounds. Yep. The guy does muscle-ups on the rings for reps.
Yeah.
He is incredibly athletic and powerful.
Thomas McMahon. In white, representing Czech.
Bronze medalist in the absolute division here last year. Bronze medalist in the ultra heavyweight division here last year. Victor Honorio, one of the most dangerous competitors.
Yeah. I mean, he can beat anybody on any given day.
And he's registered as Qatar BJJ. He's been living in the Middle East for a couple of years ago. But let's remind everybody where he came from, and he is a GF team guy through and through. And, you know, representing his home gym there in the Middle East now. But yeah, you know, the GF team guys very, very much behind him.
Isaac Barrense, Jaime Canuto, por favor, apresente número 1.
Slow start from Honorio, but to be honest, right on cue, in on the single,
Yes.
just out of bounds. And this is actually classic Honorio. It can look a lot of times, it looks like he's not doing anything. And then, less than a blink of an eye, just explodes.
Yeah. And I think that suits his style. He's being an ultra heavyweight, there's got to be that explosion mixed with rest
Recovery,
and recovery,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then another burst. And those guys have, well, Bezerra has double collar. Mario, nice, he just dropped right down into a double, came up with a single there momentarily. Looked like he was going to lift as they went out of bounds.
Bezerra is he's a pretty underrated black belt from the Czech Mat Association. Had a very, very good career as a brown belt, actually. Came through on the black belt scene. But Victor Honorio is, I mean, he's been floating around there as one of the world-class black belts in the ultra heavyweight division for a few years now. He's won most major titles. He's won Europeans, he's won Brazilian nationals, he's won. But the Worlds is one that definitely, well, with Buchecha in control for the last 6 years or however long it is.
Yeah.
He's going to have to wait his turn, right?
Yep.
Well, that said, you never know. Anything can happen, right?
It's true. It's true.
If he makes it out of this match with Felipe.
Felipe looking very confident on the standing portion here, breaking grips.
Yeah,
very
he certainly
upright.
doesn't have any problem in standing up with Honorio.
And even on that single, he quickly got a grip over the back, which was to be careful when you're in the gi, when you have a single.
To be honest, I think I would rather risk standing with Honorio than pull guard and
we've seen
get stuck underneath him.
We've seen his passing.
It's surprisingly athletic,
It's
right?
very
Sean?
athletic, yeah. And he's got a lot of good movement behind that pressure. A left-handed grip for Bezerra, right-handed for Honorio. Bezerra there stripping that grip away. Actually has a nice grip. Might be, you could call him slightly in the lead right now. He's got the right-handed grip, got the sleeve. Honorio only has that left hand on the sleeve, so now's the time for Felipe to try something. Trying to move Honorio around, snapping him down, trying to move him around.
Por favor, apresente número 1 imediatamente.
Yeah, another penalty there against both guys. And to be honest, with good reason. They need to get moving. We're about halfway through this match. We've only really seen one significant takedown attempt so far. They need to get busy. Bezerra, I think, he's doing a good job of the grip fighting and stuff, but he's yet to even initiate an attack.
Yeah, now the cross collar grip, but there's a problem with that under cross collar grip for Honorio. I would say that if Bezerra used that, it's so typical of the Kouchis and the drop Seonagis, but Honorio has his own cross collar underneath Bezerra. So
back into the center.
yeah. Well, to me, looks like Felipe is really starting to think about, hey, I'm gonna do something, but he's got to pull the trigger. He has that. He's been getting ahead on the grips a little bit, and it looks like he's thinking about it, but then he's like, maybe it's like, well, that's Honorio there. I don't want to be stuck underneath him.
Yeah.
I don't want to fail. He's got the grip free. So he could do Kouchis on that far side. Now he's got to break that grip off the collar. He's trying. Got to move down a little bit, but he's not. You got collar drags and Kouchis and drop Seonagis and
yeah, even his own teammates are actually saying, like, come on, Honorio, you got to get moving. Let's fight,
He's got something that he wants to do, and to me it looks like he's thinking about Casoto on the far side or Kouchi on the near side.
Right.
But he's just not. I think he's afraid to put his, not afraid, might not be the right word, but being cautious to put his leg out there because Honorio can drop in on the single if he has that leg out there and there's not enough he's not moving Honorio enough. There's a little show at Kouchi. He could even potentially do a little loop choke just to mix them up. There's a little Casoto swipe.
I don't know. I think kicking the leg of Honorio is probably like kicking a tree trunk, to be honest with you.
Probably. And that's probably what he feels like. He probably feels like he's trying to move a tree. And it's like, well, he could move a little bit more, I think, instead of trying to push and make some more movement, try to get Honorio to follow him, but that's difficult. Honorio knows what he's doing, so.
Two and a half minutes, third penalty. They can't risk another because they could potentially be disqualified.
There's a single, drops down on a single. Now there's an over the back grip on that belt, but there's trying to lift. Got to watch out for Sumigishi. He should drop right down. He's got the knee, should drop down.
Big lift.
Yep. Whoa! Big counter there off the bat. And they're going to give that to Bezerra that advantage.
Wow. I can see where Felipe Bezerra's strategy is really being the whole time now. He was waiting for Honorio to commit to one of those big takedowns and he was hoping to reverse, and he He nearly did it. And to be honest, that was not an easy thing to do.
No.
To redirect the forward motion of Victor Honorio, I wouldn't want that running at me, should we say.
Yep. And that might be something now it opens up. Is like little society. Like, try to establish that big grip over the back and I'll welcome him coming into a single. He's shown that he's got decent counters there. Let's see if he does a big right-handed grip over the back.
Down an advantage. Victor Honorio's got just over a minute to work now. This quarterfinal match in the ultra heavyweight division. Whoever wins this will make it through into the semis.
Left-handed established there. Now a right double collar for Bezerra. Mario really has he's gonna have to do something. He's gonna have to drop in on that leg again. Figure something out.
Fifteen seconds remaining. Victor Honorio just not willing to pull the trigger here.
Yeah.
Even knowing that he's down on one advantage, he's going to lose this match. Just let that one slip away.
Yep. Just didn't really go after that single again or anything like it. It's countered nicely. And then just didn't feel it.
On mat 2, advancing to the semifinal, representing Czechmat, Felipe Bezerra.
There's your winner in this match and advancing through to the semifinal, Felipe Bezerra of Czechmat. Let's take a quick look at some of the action from that match. I believe this is the early takedown from Honorio.
See that belt grip over the back right away.
I mean, he picked up that single so quick. This is actually the second takedown. Look at that. Beautiful reversal. Kind of a little bit of a Makikomi style.
Yeah, like a half Uchimata, half Makikomi.